Massive. I'm viral. You know this. Come on.
We need some analytics out of that.
Why are we beating around the bush, Dave? Let's be serious about this. I'm amazing.
You are with those glasses.
And I can talk without swearing, but unfortunately I apologise for getting emotional about children being violated.
Yeah.
No, don't apologise. Fuck off. If you got a fucking problem, go fuck yourself. Seriously.
And you've got to look at the.
If you're going to listen to truck drivers
punishment.
fucking talking and you can't handle fucking a few fucks here because I'm upset about children being violated, go look at your fucking self.
I'm just letting. Hey, all I did was mention.
We're off to a fiery start. I'm just firing up the hammer. Yeah,
straight up.
You've got to look at the people handing out the punishment too. They're not handing out really
no
punishment.
There's no punishment for these people. There's too many fucking pieces of shit out there, too many fucking rock spiders and fucking emotionally abusive fucking parents out there that are hurting children. And like I said, they're the ones that I noticed that are fucking upset because they haven't done a good job themselves of being parents.
Mm-hmm.
I come to my house to see my kids. See how my kids act.
Yeah.
See how much I swear around my children. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I went to family court and was accused of rape, all this shit of beating and fucking all this stuff by the person that was doing it. So that's why I always say when people have an issue with that, I go, there's usually a reason behind that.
You swear much around your kids? You do, eh?
King, I do. Fucking me and King's like, fuck.
I've sworn around. Like I'll tell you now, I've sworn around my kids a lot. Like I haven't held back from a very young age, and I told them from a very young age, you are not allowed to swear until you're 18.
That was like with the smoking.
And they around me they don't. So around me they don't.
It's like, don't you just have a smoke? And I'm sitting there, don't you just have a smoke?
Thank you.
I've always. Oh, you forgot.
I'm going to fill a cup. I'll just do it here. Oh, pissy pants. Why not going to drink water today?
Well, you know, you left your fucking.
You better have some good stories, Mark.
You know, Devil I can rattle.
Remember Corey Worthington?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Sunnies.
Mark knows. Mark appreciates Corey.
Yeah, he knows.
He's a huge fan.
These were yellow.
But anyway, Mark's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Files.
Do we do housekeeping on the Hammer Files? It's the Hammer Files. Number
Yes,
2.
the Hammer Files. Yeah, it's not about me.
Nah.
I
We don't give
just
a fuck.
wasted like 10 minutes.
We don't give a fuck about your journey today.
Not today.
Healing journey.
It is a healing journey. We're all healing in this room. I believe you are. You're healing?
Yes.
Dave's already healed.
I'm healed. I was healed.
I was doing some grounding the other day. Like
Where you at?
at the boat ramp, putting the new jet
Yes.
ski in. I was barefoot walking down the boat ramp,
Go a
standing
bit
in
Yeah.
closer, Mark. Pull it up to you if you want to.
It flies up in the air.
it does
Oh,
too.
look at that.
Girl, what's going on here?
Oh, girl's got
The spring.
black
He's putting new
podcast
springs.
shirt today.
He's putting new springs in the.
Yeah. His spring has sprung.
No. That's why Grant is here. So he
Yeah.
can blame him.
Okay.
The G-Man.
Grant's done it. I've never
Good.
seen that happen before, except from today.
It's because Grant is here.
Yeah.
Well, Gigi.
Thanks, mate.
There you go.
Gigi. So you're
So
grounding.
yeah, grounding, eh?
Tell us
Grounding,
about this
yeah. I was
grounding.
doing,
How did it
well,
feel?
I didn't really take too much notice of it until the other day, putting a new jet ski in the water and standing in the water, admiring it. That deep,
There we
ankle
go.
deep
You
water.
wanted to bring up the jet ski.
Because I don't go much in the water. I'm terrified of sharks.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I stood there and just felt one with nature.
Oh, I think I better order a third moo and sandals. I'm going to have you two just like fucking long beards, long hair. We'll all just be sitting here just...
All looking like Jesus.
like that.
What's that? What does it say?
Let that shit go.
Fuck, you buy some shit, eh?
I do.
Last
It's
time
like
we were in the
$700. I was at home all alone. It was like $700 the other day on shirts. So I'm like,
The last shirt you
That's
had
it,
on
no
in
more.
here was over the top movie
yes,
on the
that's
front.
right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had Hawk,
Yes.
my hero. Link. Is it Link? Yeah.
Lincoln Hudson. Lincoln Hawk.
Lincoln Hawk, yes.
I don't remember that one.
Over the
Don't
top
you move?
movie. That classic 80s movie where he's driving along. I'm just doing the sneaky flavors. Gee, man, are you getting this? Zoom in on the fucking muscles, big cat. Look at that. We got thumbs up. Look at that. Yeah, he's driving along and he's got like...
He's got weights set
yeah,
up.
and he's just like driving.
Oh,
He's an arm
That's what I
wrestler.
need.
Oh, okay.
He's an arm wrestling
Yeah.
champion. Wins a new truck from winning in the arm
That's
wrestling.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And wins his son back.
Yes, and he wins his son's love through an 80s fucking montage. Doesn't get any better than that.
actually a good
80s
movie. It's a
montages
good
are
movie.
always the best. Oh, I can watch it back and forth all day long. Just watch.
What is your favourite trucking movie? Just offhand.
Ooh, Hammer, you've put me on the spot. There's so many. You've got Convoy, like I've watched that a million times.
Classic.
Queen of the Road, the Australian classic.
I've never seen it. Didn't know there was one.
That was a lady out of East Street. Remember East Street?
Yeah, I
do
do.
remember
Yeah,
Yeah.
the red-headed barmaid. She was in it with, I can't remember the other lady's name, but yeah, Queen of the Road. That's why they did a trip up the Pacific between Sydney and Brisbane. And then there's, what other ones are there? What was that one? It was an 80s one. They drove a yellow Mercedes-Benz and they were going across the Nullarbor, I think.
Aussie.
Yeah, Aussie movie, yeah. And it was like a serial killer sort of one.
Thelma
I can't
and
remember.
Louise.
You're going to make me swear, right? That's all you've been pushing me to do. You bait me all the time.
I haven't seen that one either.
What, Thelma and Louise?
I've seen
Roadkill.
that.
I think it's called Roadkill, is it?
That's American though, isn't it?
I could
Is
have
it the
mixed
one
up.
on the bus?
Someone on the podcast will know. They'll comment on it. When we put it up, there's
What's the one on the bus and the... he's standing-
Speed.
No, he's standing on top of the bus going across Australia.
Priscilla and
Is that the one?
I love that movie. That's a good
Is that
movie.
trucking?
They're
bussing.
coach captains. It's different. There's trucking and then there's coaches.
Have to be convoy, wouldn't it?
Well, look, the Convoy's up there. Then you got Blue
Black
Mule.
Dog.
Black Dog.
Black Dog's awesome.
Patrick
Never heard of
Swayze.
it.
I would offer up every hole to Patrick.
What?
That's how much I love him.
Oh god.
You definitely need to watch Priscilla, Queen of the Dead.
No, you got Black Dog. Patrick Swayze when he gets the
If you had
gunpowder.
said that when he was playing Dalton in Roadhouse,
Oh,
I would have
Roadhouse,
understood.
right.
You know.
Well, you could be my Saturday night thing. That was my favourite line. Go watch
Oh,
it.
so
Is that your homework?
he was in Black Dog.
Yeah.
Swayze, yeah.
I remember when he
And he
came
drove
on
a Peterbilt.
Saturday. A black
Peterbilt.
Peterbilt.
What was the trucking
Like
convoy?
my good friend Mitchie.
What was the trucking convoy at the start there when he's that? Is that a black truck as well?
Yeah, the R model. With an 871. It sounded like an 871. GM in it.
You're throwing these numbers at me. They mean fuck all, all right?
With 10 speed. But, yeah, you got Convoy. And then, so what else?
The
what are American
Bandit,
ones?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the
Oh,
Bandit.
you got to mention
Yeah.
him.
Is that a trucking movie though?
Yeah.
Is it?
Trans Am.
Yeah, but that's a
An old W model.
It's a
then there's,
romantic,
Moving
romantic
On.
comedy. Moving on, the
Moving
TV
On
show is
as well.
brilliant.
Yes.
BJ and the Bear.
BJ and the Bear.
chips.
We could do BJ
Chips
and
is
the Bear.
awesome.
You'd be the bear and I'll be BJ. You close with that?
As long as I get the special seat to sit in.
Yeah. You just sit on the other side. I'll be driving around America banging chicks. You just sit in your little seat.
Yeah, as I'm told.
Yeah, like, what was his name? Greg?
Greg Evigan
That's
is his
it.
name, yeah.
Yeah, he's a dreamboat.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
So they
you see
say.
him in the 80s. He was,
Had
You
hair.
definitely need to
yeah. He was hot.
next
AF.
podcast. Put your Priscilla shirt on, mate.
Just because I'm comfortable in my masculinity, to be able to
Your
say that
femininity.
masculinity and femininity, I can say men are hot because I'm not threatened by other men because I know I'm, what did I say before, hot as fuck.
There we know. You keep telling us.
I got it, mate. I got it. Hang on, let me just do some workouts while we're just on the podcast, boys. Look, I mean, all the ladies will be at home, double clicking the mouse. Treat yourself, ladies.
All right, we're gonna
Where are
start
we
the
going
podcast
with
or
this?
what?
Have we started?
I don't
Oh,
know.
are we recording now?
Gee,
Oh,
man, have we
recording.
started? He's got the thumbs up. Yeah, we have started. We're actually almost finished.
Can you imagine some of the stuff that he must hear in these rooms?
Tell you what,
This would
he's
be
not
the
going to hear
worst.
anything like your story you're going to tell. You got to tell the,
Which one would
what's
you
the
like?
name?
got some
So, the
stories.
top hat.
Oh, Deirdre the
that's it.
dwarf.
Deirdre, yes.
Deirdre the dwarf.
Here you go, people. Treat yourselves to this one.
All right.
So what do we do? One of the hammer files.
All right.
Yes, we're on the Hammer Files. Let's go.
This is the Hammer Files. This
All right.
is
No swearing, people.
no swear. Really?
You've got to add a little bit of
There'll be
comedy
some
into it.
swearing.
Okay, just don't complain about the little bit of swearing.
Just don't. If we don't bring up family court, it'll be all right.
I told you. I'm here to smash the Matrix and Family Court.
Okay, so as people know, off the first Hammer Files, I've got a checkered past. A bit of bodyguard and bouncing. Bodyguard and notorious people. Bouncing, met a lot of good people. One of the characters I met probably met her about 14 or 15 years ago at a town called Gladstone, central Queensland. Okay, bouncing up there. Now, what I noticed was this young lady she was probably 30 at the time, used to like getting dressed up. She's put herself, you get these karaoke lovers, right? They get dressed up.
They're like a cult.
It's
and
like
they follow them
Australian
around
Idol,
everywhere.
and they think they're on Australian Idol.
The whole groups.
But this lady had to
have
be.
you seen them at the pubs?
No.
To be like all the karaoke, like, when you go to the run corner or something like that, it's the same fucking group there every
Same
Saturday
song.
night.
Just
and
doing
they're
the
up there,
karaoke.
and they're like the first people up there, like, and they take it fucking serious, man.
Oh, okay.
Very
I
serious.
mean, yeah. It's,
God forbid
I'm
you
like,
throw
oh.
one of them out of the pub. Jeez,
Yeah.
you're in trouble then.
Oh, that's it. And then I get up there and I'm like, singing, and they're just like, but
What's this guy? You're like, who's this guy? Does he even do this professionally?
I'm the songbird of our generation, Dave. I jest. I am an amazing singer too. Not just hot. Amazing singer. What? And a shameless self-promoter. Back to the story.
Okay, so Deidre the dwarf, lovely lady, and but short, but I wonder she didn't fall over frontwards because short with gigantic boobs about this big,
Oh,
right? And
big lungs.
yeah, but plain looking, right? And anyway, I always noticed when she go up to the bar, this particular pub had a fairly high public bar or sports bar, right? They couldn't see her. And she walk up to the bar to get a drink. They could just see a bit of hair or something. I felt sorry for her and got to know her over time. And I suggested something. Because she dresses up for the karaoke all the time like they do. I said, why don't you get a top hat? Wear that so they can see you behind the bar. Anyway, a couple of weeks went by, she came in. She had a top hat on. Got served at the bar, right? And anyway, they ended up putting the change in the top of the hat as well for the drink. But she ordered these two. Now, this is quite amusing when you watch this happen, right? And anyway, she ordered these two big cocktails. They're like Blue Lagoons or something, tall glasses. And anyway, she come walking past me like to show, it's working, the thing. And she walked past me. I was on the door and she said, now, that's a tall order. She said to me like this, and I laughed my head off. That's not the end of the story. She thought, maybe I can put this sort of thing to use and make some money out of it. She changed hats and she started marketing herself out to bucks parties and stuff like that. So she'd walk around in the crowd in the bucks party or a party, predominantly males there, with cheese and crackers and everything in the brim of this big Mexican hat. And what else she used to do for tips, I don't want to say on here, but you can use your imagination. But she's gone from not being noticed to being very well noticed and walking around in...
Just a tip.
People eating crackers and cheese while she's doing other stuff. You get where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
And she's making a bit of cash on the side using her hat.
He's a little too stoic, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's just one of the characters I've met. And I thought she was quite funny. She's a good singer too, but she had to use her resources.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do. We adapt.
Where was that at?
Gladstone.
Gladstone.
Yeah.
You worked all over.
No, she's not still there, Dave. Okay, this was years ago.
Queen's Hotel, Gladstone. Queen's Hotel.
Have you worked all over?
Oh, yeah, but no, mainly,
Queensland,
I've stayed in pubs a long time though,
Yeah.
There's a strip club in the Valley that I spent a fair bit of time at, late 90s, and that's in Brunswick Street. I won't say a name, but it's famous for $5 lap dances.
Still?
Start with T?
No, not that one. It starts with C. And,
gotcha.
and
No, don't.
anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
Still
other
there?
pubs
Still there
do.
now?
It's still there. It's been going for 30 years. And anyway, spent a lot of time in different pubs. Not like going to every one of them all over the joint all the time, I spent a fair bit of time in West End at the Melbourne Hotel. Years there, years down the Gold Coast at surfing pubs and the strip clubs and that sort of thing. Gladstone's a few years up there, and but all around a bit of time in America and that as well. Yeah, but you can fill in bloody over a quarter of a century pretty easy when you get caught up in that. Yeah. But I've got heaps of stories. I just don't, I'd like to tell a few funny ones and that sort of thing. I've got another one coming up soon that we'll talk about called The Road Warrior. And very funny story. Quite a funny story. And had me rolling around the floor laughing, he did, with what he called me. But, I've been...
Tell it.
All right. Okay. West End, about the year 2000, 2001, around there somewhere. I'm cleaning up a pub in West End called the Melbourne Hotel. Pretty notorious pub, but a lot of good characters.
It's still there now, isn't it, or not?
They've knocked it down, the one I was in.
Okay.
But they built a new one right there.
Yeah, okay.
and which doesn't have anywhere near the character as what the old one did. But anyway, there's a bloke there. I come out of there one night, just locked the pub up, got in my old Hilux at the time, and this bloke I knew had come into the pub. He'd been normal at one stage in his life, but he'd had an industrial accident, bumped his head somehow, and was not normal anymore. He's on a pension and everything, but nice bloke. Anyway, he used to pretend to be driving a car down the footpath and everything, changing the gears, like making noise, going through the gears. Anyway, I come out of there that night in the driveway of the old Melbourne hotel, and he's running down the footpath doing his thing. And I pulled up there, turned the car, I said, I'll race you. He said, all right. I took off real slow, I had it in first gear, and I'm just driving down the road a little bit, walking pace. He's going through the gears. Next thing I see, he's stopped, and he's turning the key, changing gears, pushing the clutch in the accelerator, making this noise, car noises. I said, what's the matter? He goes, I've stalled the bastard. Like this, he said to me. Anyway, he got it going. He said, I'm right. I let him take off, and he beat me around the corner, past Browning Street. And anyway, I couldn't help but laugh. I went home that night. Was back there, I think it was the next day or the day after. He comes walking across the car park driving something, and he was making a very deep noise this day. And anyway, he come through the drive. I was standing there, and he looked at me and just kept walking, but he had a mattress on his back, a single bed mattress. He was moving house, right? And I looked at him, I said, what are you driving today? And he's pulled it up, let a Jake brake rip and everything. Ooh. And anyway, he turns around, looks at me like this behind. He goes, what's it look like, you fucking dickhead? It's a furniture truck. Like this, and then just drove off. Oh, mate, I was rolling around the ground laughing.
Jake changing too.
Yeah, he was doing the whole lot. But when he said that, he goes, what's it look like, dickhead? It's a furniture truck to me. Oh, mate, I couldn't help but laugh. But there's some of the characters that you meet that are harmless, but they make you laugh, you know. Yeah. And, I mean, you can't just get on this show and bloody talk about bashing people and doing things like that, because you look like a fucking dickhead. Yeah. You know, a couple of the funny stories, those sort of things, always to warm things up are good, you know. It's not all about throwing people down the stairs and that. You make
a lot of friends.
Yeah, you get to meet different characters.
Acquaintances and stuff like that, yeah. Very different people at the pub.
Oh, yeah,
You know
I
what
know.
I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely. And
especially when the fuck stick bulb goes off. Like you give them a couple and they'll goes off and you go, oh, here we
the
go.
pub scene's kind of dying and
Yeah.
it's dead, like compared to the way that it was.
Costs a
back
lot to drink in a pub now, you know. But I tell you what, you turn off the pokey machines, geez, you'll have a riot on your hands.
Yeah,
the
I know.
pokies.
Well, when they come in, it just destroyed it. All the pool tables were gone.
You think about it like this: pokies come in, but before that, a lot of the big rock bands in Australia, like In Excess, The Angels, all of those sort of Rose Tattoo, all of the bands from that era, Metal as anything, all started off in pubs. They got to a certain level, they went on a TV show called Countdown. You remember that?
Yeah.
Then from there, if they either made it big or they didn't, they were producing records and everything. So a lot of them started off in pubs.
That's right.
Try and find one now that
With
makes a
live
name that everyone's playing pokies. The pokies killed the live music like that in this country. And I blame a lot of that.
Restrictions.
Noise restrictions as well. A lot of that I blame too on what I call a monopoly by these big retailers.
Yep.
The two that own them all.
Yeah.
Pretty
Those
much.
ones, they control bloody petrol stations,
Yes.
pubs and bottle shops, apart from their supermarkets, which they should have stayed doing.
Yeah.
And they've ruined it. But gaming and stuff like that, they've ruined the whole culture of these big rock bands and these pubs. There's still a few independents that they're good ones out, you know, the ones, big pubs. And they put on bands and bring over big acts from overseas, and they're all going good. But the Australian culture, like Rose Tattoo, the Angels, again, they started off playing in public bars, and everyone loved it.
Yeah.
You know, now you've got to go in there. They want you to keep you in the gaming room as long as they can, and they'll
You have
drink
from free
What's a
coffee
drink
and peanuts.
cost? What's a rum and coke cost now in a pub? I don't know, $10.
A lot more.
Yeah,
More.
I mean, when I was first bouncing, a pot of beer would be 20 cents.
Yeah.
You know, it's not now. I wouldn't even know what they are.
I remember when I turned 18 in the clubs in Brisbane, it was the best thing was dollar drinks.
Yeah.
That shit's unheard of now.
No.
Like you used to be able to go out and buy drinks.
Yeah, now you can't
and not
do it
spend a
now.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Because they would have deals to try and get people in. Obviously now they're not
Yeah, get them
allowed
at the door, get them all
but they're not
shit-faced.
allowed to do that anymore.
No.
From
No,
a
there's a
marketing
lot of
point view,
restrictions in that on there.
because everyone all the dudes out there and people who are fucked in the
Writing
head and want to
themselves off.
fight everyone
Yeah.
and that one punch and all that type of one punch can kill stuff has kind of just killed it, and all the laws and stuff around it. So
Yeah.
but dollar drinks was a big thing of like going in early and listening
That's
to
how
the
they get
music
you
and
early,
having a
free
good time.
entry before 9 o'clock,
free
and
entry,
then you're in. Yeah.
free entry. But I just
I could have gone down a rabbit hole with that, but I won't.
what dollar drinks or?
No,
free entry
no,
he's
about
talking about.
why
No.
people are acting like fuckwits when they go to the pub these days.
But I don't think. Is it? But that's what they're
do
trying
you
to
think
stop.
the violence had gotten worse?
I
Did
tell
you notice
what,
it got worse, or
mate, no. You know what? I think there's different types of violence. Right? There used to be stand-up knuckle violence, and probably you go and have a drink together afterwards.
Yeah.
There was a lot more of that for throwing people out for that. Then people got past that. You know, they can have a fight on the bloody PlayStation or whatever. Knives and stuff come into it. And that's when it becomes dangerous. A different sort of violence altogether, that is. And to me, gutless people carry knives and stab people or slash people and stuff like that. Takes guts to stand up and have a knuckle fight if they're going to actually, like without kicking someone when they're down and things like that, and be done with
like
it.
a proper,
hands.
like a proper fight. When
And
you
be
knock
done
them
with it.
down, you knock them down. You
Yeah.
don't keep going
Yeah.
into them when
And-
they're knocked
Or
down.
everybody
And then
else
be
join
done.
in.
You shake hands, buy him a drink, or have a. And normally, that's how it used to be. A lot of the time, it was sorted out, and
then
you
people
didn't get
become
more,
mates?
Yeah, they become mates. You didn't get any more trouble out of them. But these days, mate, the trouble is a lot different. When you bring drugs into the play and things like that, and it's more easy to get drugs. And knives and stuff like that. It's a lot different sort of violence to punching someone in the head and then making up and bloody. Next thing you know, you've spent $100 on them and drinks.
Yeah.
Now a lot of the time these blokes now different. I don't know what's gone wrong in the world, but they hit people, and they fall over and they're dead. All of a sudden, their heads. I don't know what happened to people's heads, but they're not as tough as what they used to be.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen blokes smash their heads on the concrete and bounce back up and want to go straight away. Now you slap someone and you worry, oh shit, if I kill them or something. You know, it's just changed. The whole lot of it has changed. And I don't know what it is that people watch UFC or not, and they think that they can do that in real life and not kill someone or something. You know,
It's probably because of that too. There's more of that.
Yeah.
There's more like we have access to a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
UFC, like, but even though all that's controlled, right? They don't keep going. They're not allowed to keep going at them when they're on the ground. A couple of punches when they're on the ground, the ref ends it.
Yeah.
But games and stuff, like people are just people go crazy, eh? Like when, like it's like next level stuff. Like when the guy's down and he's knocked out, they still get on him and punch him.
Well, you only got to get on social media and have a look at some, like
some
some
of
of
the
those
videos
fight
and
pages
stuff,
with, what goes on. It's like,
Yeah, but that see that, like you said, a lot of that's drugs too. People just don't know what the fuck they're doing.
But you know, the amount of time people get for doing some of this stuff, you know, the jails are full. You bash someone, you'd be lucky to go to jail.
Yeah,
You know,
Yep.
you get more time in jail for ripping off the Australian Taxation Office than punching someone to death in a pub.
Yeah.
You might get out in 3 or 4 years if you do that in a pub, but rip off the tax department, see how you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
It's a lot different. People aren't worried about the coppers anymore, and that's you know they used to be.
Yeah.
You know, 2 big coppers. You have to be 6 foot and 100 kilo and turn up in an F100 with a cage on the back of it, and they'll belch you. To now, what turns
now
up
they're
now a
not
little
allowed to do
Lolux
anything.
thing with a plastic cage on the back with aircon in it, and I don't know who turns up anymore.
Well, I don't think it's worthwhile these days for a copper to actually do anything because
No,
he
they
gets
get
in
in
more
trouble.
trouble than the dude he's trying to.
Got to
The
answer the
dude
ethical
that's acting
standards.
like a fuckwit in front of him. If he is too violent towards him, he gets fucking hammered.
Yeah, the
Like,
ethical
it's not
standards
even,
are straight
they
on.
make it not even worth being a police officer.
Yeah, it'd be a hard job. So but that's a lot of it comes to that. Like has the violence got worse? It's got worse in a degree where there's more people dying, but not as much of it because they're not fist fights anymore. You know, you used to see a fist fight every half an hour. Not now. It's totally different. You know, and they all hunt in packs. You know, and the difference is everyone's got a mobile phone. They start filming and it goes viral and things like that. It's totally different.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like a trend.
yeah. Well,
That's
you
the
see
big
it
thing too,
on
like the mobiles.
social media.
Yeah.
So years ago, there wasn't even a camera on the phone when I was bouncing years ago. There wasn't. You didn't see it. If you had one of them,
You had to run to the wall, didn't you, Mark?
yeah. Run to one of them. And,
Bring.
they certainly didn't have cameras on them, I can tell you.
Dug out the selfies.
And but I blame a lot of that on that too. You know, and it's just a changed culture. It is, but I'd like to see it better. I'd like to see none of it going on.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, exactly.
really.
Why can't people just go out and just have a good
Yeah,
fucking
well,
time?
I agree. Yeah.
You know why they can't?
Why do you
Because
reckon?
they're unhealed. There we go. End of show.
They're under.
Cut! Cut, G-Man. We've just solved it. Problem solved.
They're
But
definitely
doesn't need to
unhealed.
go bouncing again.
They're definitely unhealed.
You
Definitely.
couldn't pay me enough, mate, to do it anymore. You just couldn't.
Well, I seen what Marshall Jr. fucking did to you.
I know.
I probably wouldn't go back.
He
Fucking bang. Dropped you.
and then he threatened to throw me out
Yeah.
down the back stairs of the train.
Hey,
The
that
radio
AAA,
station. Yeah.
He's
Did you
outside.
do it? Oh, he's outside. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
He's watching the door. He's on the door.
He actually was just looking and checking on us.
Yeah. You just wait for another 10 minutes to be standing at the window just staring. My phone's flat.
Yeah. It's like, you done? You ready?
Give me some Robux. Oh, okay, son.
So I want to ask you a question today. The $1 million voice, the famous trucker. I want to know why you haven't got that big Peterbilt down at Casino truck show.
It is
Yes.
going down there.
It is.
It is, yes, but it's not going in the show. Because it's sold out. Like,
Yeah.
because you got to
It
book
sold
in.
out in
like-
like 3 hours.
Yeah,
didn't it?
it's
What, to empty your truck?
Yeah.
Oh, it was quick.
How many trucks are in that show?
500, I think. They
Yeah.
capped it up. They had to
They
cap
cap
it.
it. Yeah.
500. Yeah.
So we missed out, but it's going down there. You'll be down there. My mate Bob's driving. I'm going down the Mustang. Well, we're supposed to go look at property. My new house. Down at Byron or Nimbin. Didn't you want to go near Nimbin?
I didn't. You did.
I think you did.
I'd go Byron, but
Byron
Let's
would be
do
they all
lovely.
left today. Yeah,
Let's
they
do
left.
some
They all
truth
gone.
telling
John got a
day.
big big fleet going
convoy.
down, has he?
Fleet, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the movie.
It's like 15 trucks, I think.
Ooh.
But I'll head down in the morning, early. You know,
So
just
how does
get
one
get early.
look?
You
I've had
are
a-
so foolish.
I'll go down early. I want to get down there early.
Yeah,
so.
tell me,
Fuck that.
I've always wondered with him, like it's hard enough to go from the Brisbane convoy for kids and keep the truck clean till you get back to Redcliffe Showgrounds. How does one get nice, clean trucks from Brisbane to Casino? and
Right,
still-
drive
what
down
happens?
there. You get the
How does he
roadworks
get them
just
clean
before
down there?
Casino every single year. Like that last stretch. Oh, like they've been, get your act together, guys. Every year they're doing roadworks there. That
They're
last
still
stretch
down-
coming
they're
into
still
Casino
doing it.
before the...
Still doing it.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. So then, yeah, you get that. So you'll be clean all the way down the highway, Bangalore, and...
Especially if it rains. They're saying it's going to rain.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah,
it doesn't rain
it'll
from
be
tomorrow.
pouring down tonight. And then
Well, that's all right
everyone will
tonight,
get
I
down in the
think.
morning and then be washing their trucks at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And you know where I'll be?
When are you
Don't do it
heading
again.
down?
What time will you get there?
Whenever I get there. Like last year, 9 p.m. I rolled into the Mustang 9 p.m. last year. Drove around, seen it was, hey, going. Got KFC and went, see you guys.
And you're out.
Yeah. Dude, I've already won enough shows. I don't really care anymore.
Have you won
I
that
just
show?
don't care.
Casino, you win that one.
No, I want even trophies there.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got enough
There was only
trophies. I
over one
don't.
Peterbilt, though, wasn't
No. No.
You sure? You were the one. There was a few years where it was just,
No. Let's
you
set
you
the
came
record
first
straight.
in the Peterbilt entry, and you were the only one there.
Um.
First, second, and third, you got 3 trophies.
Best Mac for the Peterbilt. No, it's not like that. No, I just it's good. You know what I like doing now? Just going down and have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to go down and have a look, and then all I need to freshen up Optimus too. Like he needs it.
Yeah.
He's 15 years old now.
Yeah.
How many times you keep taking the same truck? You know
No,
what I mean?
no,
Like
no.
that's why I just go. A lot of people are like, dude, my fucking inbox is full. Oh, you're coming down. You're coming down. I'm just like, I won't be, but my mate's taking it down for me. So he's probably
Everyone
heading
still
down
likes
tonight.
seeing it.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. He's super popular, which is good. That's what I told Bobby. He's taking him down for me.
Yep.
And I'm just going to come down in the car tomorrow and bloody because we got to go to Nimbin. Me and you after lunch. So look for our ranch for me to live in, so I can ground more, like Mark does.
Do
at the boat
grounding.
ramp.
Were you thinking of Marshall when you were grounding?
He was.
I sort of stepped into the water and thought,
How good did it feel?
I wonder, he walks around the backyard. I'm here at the boat ramp. I thought, it's good. It's different, but I was worried about getting eaten by a shark because I saw a big bull shark they had caught there recently on Google.
Yep.
Mate, 3.5 metre bull shark
Yeah.
right at the boat ramp where I was standing, and I thought,
Really?
that's big enough.
They go all the way up to College's Crossing.
Yeah, they go a long way up
Yeah.
there. So you
Where
don't
was
bull
it?
sharks.
Where at?
Pinkenba boat ramp.
yeah.
So you don't fall off the jet ski in the river,
No.
the Brisbane River.
Definitely not around there.
No, it's mate, it's full of them.
Yeah.
Bad.
Brisbane River.
You wouldn't swim across there, man.
Hey, no way.
No way in the world. If I fall off that jet ski, I'll be back on it quicker than you can blink. That thing, yeah.
But you never hear of people like.
Well, they don't. They
Didn't you
never.
what's that Jeremy dude? You know that he actually did one on the Brisbane River. You know that guy
Clarkson, is it?
Jeremy Clarkson, isn't it? Is it?
I
Did he
think
do
that's
one on the
him.
Brisbane River?
Yeah. And show with the bull sharks and all that sort of stuff going all the way up to, and he went up to College's Crossing here up at Ipswich.
Ah.
He was fishing for him there. Yeah.
I know there's a lot down the Goldie in the canals.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
Brisbane River's meant to have the highest concentration of them in the world of bull sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go anywhere in there, mate. No.
They bite you or not?
Oh, they'll kill you, mate.
Oh, they'll kill you.
Bite your leg off, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're rather savage.
So that's what I was thinking about there. I was looking around for them, but there I look for sharks in a pool if I go in swimming. I'm that paranoid. When you're growing up around Vic Hislop, the shark hunter, like, you don't go in the water, mate. You're paranoid about it.
Who's Vic
Vic
Hislop?
Hislop, he's still got the world record for the biggest great white caught in this country or in the world. Yeah. What was it? 21 foot 11 inches, 2.5 ton great white.
Yeah.
Big.
How'd he catch
1987 with a big hook.
Yeah.
In boat. 24-hour fight to catch it. You know,
Wow.
big, a big tuna for bait on that one. It was 1987. He got that. The record still stands. He's the shark shows. He used to have it Cairns and Harvey Bay and Tweed Heads, and I've just been lucky enough to know him since I was smaller than Marshall Junior out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And know a fair bit about it. And you don't go in the water, mate. When you've seen what I've seen, the photos and stuff, and being out with him, catching them, and that sort of thing, you just
Was his focus just sharks?
No, he's a conservationist. To be honest with you, it's like the shark nets and everything. They get things in them that they don't really tell you about. Heaps of dolphins, turtles, dugongs, stuff like that. The big sharks come in and feed off them.
Yeah. Okay.
They got holes in them. Those shark nets do nothing, mate. They got holes in them as big as a steam train, and all it does is bring in the big sharks to beaches and stuff like that. They do nothing, and the government never tells you. Like if someone gets eaten by a shark and there's witnesses, they have to say it. That someone's been eaten, but they can find a body floating in Moreton Bay. It's been bitten in half, and they'll put it down as a drowning.
Yeah.
Just to cover it up for tourism.
Yeah.
It's all covered up for tourism. So, if our tourism trade goes, what happens here? We rely on a lot of that here.
I think there's
Rabbit
a lot
hole. Don't get me started.
Don't get Marshall started.
Yeah. I get on these TikTok rabbit holes about stuff like that.
Is that a Matrix thing?
It's all part of the Matrix. Come out of the Matrix, Dave. No, you're already out. You were born outside of it, though.
I do question. You got to question a lot sometimes.
We do. A lot of stuff. We're learning so
think
much
more
more
so
of
after-
social media. Like you
More
give
so
yourself,
after
you
COVID.
look up stuff on things, and you just start getting deeper and
I
deeper.
sit there every night and just have dinner, get home from work, look on the phone. Who should I see first every day? He's the king. He's the king of it.
Me singing.
Yeah, I'm bloody anything, singing on the live ones or anything like this. I even put requests up for him while he's singing. Anyway, the photos and that you go through, it takes me half an hour just to get through Marshall stuff.
First, yeah.
And then go on the others, then Marketplace and everything like that. I'm ready for bed after that.
Yeah.
It becomes 2 or 3 hours before you know what's going on.
Yeah, I know.
And I miss out on Outback Truckers and everything then. That's one of my favourite shows. So,
Yeah, it's a good show.
it is a good show.
They're a few seasons into that.
Yeah, it's been
about
going for
11,
a
I
good
think.
while. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
is
good.
that much?
Yeah.
But they
Good to see.
rotate all the. There's no main person in that.
I think that the few
I
mates,
reckon Steve Graham and Yogi.
Yogi, and you got Sludge,
Sludge.
all the ones that were
They've
sort
been
of
in a
characters that really became popular. They've kept them around,
Okay.
and
That's
because people enjoy watching them.
Yeah.
Steve Graham would have to be the most patient man in Australia, I reckon. You're bogged out there in the bloody outback for 2 weeks, and I don't know, I'd go mental, mate.
I know.
Yeah, I'd go mad.
Different life, different lifestyle.
What about Turbo? What happened to Turbo?
Oh, look, he, you know what? He's pretty much stereotypical of a lot of Australian owner drivers over the years.
Yeah.
Everyone knows a fucking Turbo. Like,
They put
just
him on there
someone
because
that's sort of...
he's a character.
I
eh?
got, and look, the guy's got the ability, but he just made too many stuff ups. You know what I mean? And like,
Even as owner driver?
yeah, just it's like I said, it's very stereotypical of truck drivers, right? It's because I've seen him I've seen all these cunts that ripped off my old man, like. They were fucking big wheels, you know what I mean? Fucking had all the gear and the chrome rims and all the fucking shit, but they couldn't pay their fucking bills. Like, the amount of cunts that have gone broke in this industry, like, and it's just a fucking joke, and they pop up next week under another name, under their kid's name or their fucking wife's name, and I just say, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, especially
I don't
like
think
I said,
it's just trucking industry, though.
No, it's
no, but it's really bad in the transport industry because, like I said, it's so easy to start back up again. You know what I mean? Like, change names. Trucks and kids' names, you know what I mean? And watch these cunts that are going fucking broke driving around in a fucking brand new cruiser. And they got people they owe money to. Like, I can't fucking stand people like that. Because if you don't make your shit right, that bad karma's going to come back to you. You will always pay that debt. Yeah. And I've seen that with so many guys that ripped off my old man, that fucking end up down the fucking shit chute. Thought they were fucking big wheels, like, and not just ripped off my old man, but I've seen him rip off plenty of other people. You know what I mean? They're just pieces of shit. They just won't pay their bills. They'll go out to act all fucking big time, and then when the shit goes down, they blame everybody else.
Yeah.
Instead of themselves and their own stupid spending habits and the dumb decisions they made, the cheap freight they carted. Do you know what I mean? Like, you made all the wrong fucking moves. You fucked up, and then don't want to take accountability for it. Then they'll start up next week under another name.
It's morally wrong.
And come back and rip off more people.
I don't know, as a person, how you could live with yourself.
Yeah, no, I've never not paid a debt in my fucking life. I've never gone fucking bankrupt. I've never even come close to being in trouble. And that's what I sort of frustrates me with the industry, because it's like, it's simple maths. Yeah. It's basic maths. You know, it's like crunching numbers, Dave.
Yeah.
You've got to have your margins. Oh shit! You know what shit costs. You can't like lie to yourself and fudge figures and go out and do it, and fuck it up, and then blame everybody else. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, you're the one that's got to stop undercutting people. Like, people are saying now that it's you need to undercut everyone. Undercutting's been going on since fucking day one.
Yeah.
I've seen every fucking germ out there that's fucking undercut people. And they'll sit here today going, fucking, I don't undercut people. I'm like, all the ones that fucking big note about how much they're making. And it's just like, can't. I know what you're making. We've seen you cutting that aluminium out of Gladstone. Like, fuck off. Don't sit here and talk about how fucking much you're making. Because all us other drivers, you know what people are fucking earning. Like, you just, mate, I can tell. I'll walk around a fucking truck and I'll look at his tyres. I'll tell you what he's fucking making. 5 to fuck all when you can read that. You know what I mean? Like, you when you've been around long enough and you've seen the patterns on what people do to cut corners and shit like that, and then there's servicing, and then it's you can just you can just look at a bloke and just go, you won't last long.
Well, see,
which a lot of blokes
that's your lifetime of experience with it. See, I've been in trucks now barely anything, 10 years. That's nothing. And see, I just learned something.
I've been ripped off by the best. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but what you just said,
mates.
That's a lifetime of experience. What he's got, being able to spot things like that and knowing everything like that. See, to me, I don't even know. Mate.
I've never been robbed by a fucking stranger. That's true story. I've never been ripped off by a stranger because I could read people, but my own mates, and that's my own fault too. You know what I mean? Because you can't say no, and you got to help people. I've had cunts,
too kind to nature.
Just about in fucking tears, going to lose their truck, the fucking house, and give us some money. You know what I mean? I can only get groceries, and and I fucking, fucking transfer money and give cunts money and shit. Fucking never hear from them again.
Yeah.
Fuck off then. You know what I mean? I just got to let it go.
Yeah.
We heal from it.
So, what do you reckon are the biggest dramas in the trucking industry now?
I just can't stop swearing about children, that's all. Being abused.
Yeah, right. What do you reckon?
Yeah, what are the biggest dramas in the trucking industry now? Like, what challenges would you have as a owner driver to keep the show running? Like, is it?
We need more owner drivers.
So the big companies are the ones that they're the biggest fight you've got against?
Pretty much, but you've got to find your own niche sort of market now. You know what I mean? Like, you can work for some of the large companies. There's some margin in there for it. Probably not to be able to put drivers on, though. But as far as if you're an owner driver and you're one truck operation, you went and worked for you could probably make that work, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of blokes
people
have.
do.
A lot of people do.
They work hard.
But you know, to throw a fleet of trucks in there when you're running, you know, if you're running on volume, well, you want to be,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
everything's got to go right.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean? But you know, like take John for instance, he's in a niche market, heavy haulage.
Yeah.
He's dealing with people with lots of money.
Yeah.
You got to deal with people with lots of money.
Yeah,
You don't go deal with people that got no fucking money.
Yeah. Well, the bigger companies
you know what I mean?
that are doing the big jobs, you get that on the big jobs.
You wait for that one, don't you? You know,
But the
yeah.
bigger companies, it's a big job, and you know
Well, you gotta
whether they're making money, who knows? But yeah, this shit costs money. Like it is
Yeah.
expensive.
But a lot of the companies are getting that big money.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're, you know what I mean?
Like the
They are
government's
getting-
throwing money at particular
Exactly.
things.
So it's all
Like, yeah.
subsidised as
Yeah.
well through a lot of these companies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
just so many factors, but it's got nothing to do with pubs.
Yeah. Okay. You want to
He's
hear
stalling
more?
to get another story out.
You want to hear more rough and tumble sort of
Yeah,
ones,
come
don't
on.
you?
Let's go with a rough and tumble.
Let's do it. Let's do American one.
Well, I only had that real funny one from America I was telling you
Yeah,
about.
okay.
You know,
Yep, yep.
that one in Texas there
Yep.
with the gun laws and that sort of thing. That was on our last episode. You can go back through it and watch that on different channels, I think. Anyway, we've got a bit of a distraction going on.
Yeah, no,
here.
he's eyeballing you, Mark.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
look, don't look. Just don't look. Just sort of-
He definitely needs Katie out there. Right?
he does. He's a ball of energy. Look at it.
Do you want to come in and sit down here?
No.
He'll take over the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will be beating you up, and then I won't be stopping him. No, Emma won't be jumping in for you.
No way.
He's
Not after
Emma's
looking at me before.
yeah, he's copped a few rights and lefts and in
All right,
between.
come on. One more.
All right.
Couple more.
Okay, so you just want to hear about how I got doused on fuel in West End in 2001. I was working at a pub there, the Melbourne Hotel again. A lot of stuff happened.
How ruthless was Melbourne Hotel?
Oh, mate. Well, the public bar was called the Murderer's Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know the one you got to tell, not the fuel one. The old mate upstairs, your mate. You had to get him out there, and they had the best side and set you up there.
Oh. Oh, yeah. No, okay. Yeah, that was but I didn't have to rough him up. I just spoke to him.
Yeah, you. They said you because the cops
Okay.
wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell that story. Okay. So the old
Then tell the
Melbourne
fire
Hotel had about a dozen hotel rooms upstairs. It was built in the 70s and had a dozen hotel rooms upstairs with a manager's residence and everything, and the bottle shop was underneath, and then the pub was just down the road a little bit, not far. Anyway, by the time I worked there, started there in about 2000, 25 years ago. It was still a rough pub. Well, it was a very rough pub. And the hotel rooms weren't overnight things. You know what I mean? They were
By the hour?
long-term ones. No,
Oh, okay.
no. There was people working in there by the hour,
Yeah.
but they were long-term
Okay, yeah,
things.
yeah.
Okay? So they're permanent ones working there. Anyway,
Beds.
so you get a whole different lot of characters in there. You get your local ladies of the night working in there, renting the place, drug dealers, anyone with any sort of market
As long
like
as they
that.
paid.
As long as they paid the rent. My job was to go and get the rent, right?
Yeah, okay.
Every Tuesday.
Yep.
Right. I got to know all these people fairly well. Now, mate, let me tell you, there's some tough people, there's some maniacs, there's hookers, elderly people even. They're pensioners, all types that come and go, heroin addicts. Anyway, this one bloke was staying there, fairly big island, though, 110, 120 kilo, without exaggerating. Fairly mad, bit down on his luck at the time, having trouble with his missus, that sort of thing. And had a few arguments there. The coppers have been around a few times. And one Sunday, it was a Sunday afternoon, I remember, I'd seen him come walking through the car park. I was standing in the drive-through, and he had a 10-inch butcher's knife with him, like fairly menacing. It wasn't menacing to me because he wasn't having a go at me, but walking through looking for somebody. He lived up in one of the rooms, but he was walking through the car park. And I thought, oh, anyway, coppers have been rung. Someone's rung the coppers. I don't know who. And probably the people in the halfway house across the road who he terrorised, I think. And they came in the public bar. I was sitting there at this stage, and he said, that Maori bloke that lives upstairs up there in room 12, I think it was, we've got a warrant for his arrest, mate. We're a bit worried about him. He's got that big butcher's knife, and he's wandering around the public terrorising everyone here. I said, yeah, all right. We want you to come up with us. I said, oh, all right, but we're going to have a drink first. They said they always wanted drinks for free.
For free
but,
too.
Yeah, but
Just
I
like
didn't
their
mind that. Then they give me a bit of leeway. Right, so anyway, we're having a drink and we'll go upstairs. Went upstairs there. So here am I, wearing a black shirt like what you've got on, pair of jeans, pair of runners, with a security badge around my neck. They said, Mark, we want you to grab him out of there. They're hiding behind bulletproof vests and they've got hands on the guns. Well, you are scared of this bloke. Like this, can you get him down and put him in the car down below?
So you'll be doing your whole fucking job too.
Yeah. Anyway, I went and knocked on the door and he didn't answer for a bit. And I said, look, it's Mark here and I just want to talk to you. I'm not opening the door if the coppers are out there. And I said, all right, I'll get him to go downstairs where you talk to me. He said, yeah. Anyway, they went downstairs and I went back in, knocked on the door again. I said, mate, they're downstairs. I said, let me in, I'll have a chat with you. And he went in there. He had the butcher's knife sitting on the, like where you unpack your bags and that in the hotel room. I looked at it and I said, you're not going to get me or anything with it, are you? He said, no. He said, what do they want? I said, mate, they got a warrant for you. You're running around armed in public, terrorising people, they reckon. He said, so if they come up here, they're going to have to shoot me. I'm going to pull the knife on them. I said, oh, all right. I said, what if I take you down there and guarantee that they're not going to touch you? He said, I'll do that. So I went back down, saw the coppers. I said, give me the handcuffs. Went up there, back up. I said, don't you touch him. I'll put him in the car. I said, he won't play up. And you won't have to shoot him. Anyway, I went back up. Good to his word. He had I put the handcuffs on him, let him down. Didn't have to touch him or anything, like apart from putting the cuffs on him. Got in the car, went down. I got the butcher's knife. Give him the butcher's knife. They didn't have to shoot him, so I think I saved his life by talking to him.
Absolutely.
But anyway, but I couldn't believe. The funny thing is, what are they hiding behind me for? I've got a bulletproof vest and do their job for them, you know. And then,
you had a security badge, though.
Yeah, I might have stopped the pellet gun or something. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was bloody a bit funny, and then they wanted a drink later on again. They come back and wanted another drink. Oh, you did a good job, but we'll have a drink. I thought, oh, you cheeky buggers. I mean, like, that's just one of the things. But yeah, normal people don't get put in those situations.
No.
You know, like I was just there at a time where I am normal. But they to get put in that situation, you look back and you think, what if he had just gone fucking mental and chopped me up? The knife was like that. And I thought, I was either brave or stupid, and I think I was stupid. You know, but anyway, I had a go.
It can be sometimes your demeanour.
I don't know.
Like if you go in calm.
Well, he is very calm.
If you go in calm and not like aggressive, like.
Didn't even raise my voice, mate. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
You know, there's no point in doing that. There's no call to be rude.
It's going to be
No,
I always use please and thank you.
Yeah.
You know, please give me the knife, you know, and that sort of thing. And I don't know, it seems to work. I don't know. I wouldn't like to get on the wrong end of him if he was going off his head with a knife like that. You want to be quick runner. Yeah. And but they, you know, they say thank you and everything like that. I'm thinking this is so bloody strange. I'm putting the guy in the car. I thought I was on trips or something, you know.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, you did all that and everything.
Yeah, I did all that.
Wow.
So there you go,
Jump in
mate.
and put the
You'll
sign
be
on the
right.
roof and drive off.
Yeah. And I've even had them, like when I was running the
cop shop.
pub at Caboolture there. I used to run a fairly rough pub there years ago. And people would be locked up in the watch house up the road and say to the guy, well, I'm not talking to you. Go and get Mark from the pub. We'll talk to him. Yeah. And there, half a dozen different occasions. And I thought, they actually let this happen. It's strange, eh? Some of these maniacs, they don't want to listen to them. And I settle them down and they think, oh, well, that's good. I've never had to do anything rough. It's just about what you're saying, the demeanour, talk to them calm.
It's your calming presence.
Seems to work.
Yeah.
I thought, this is a skill. I should have been highly paid for that.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Now you're going to be on the podcast.
Well, you know, like a lot of the times if someone's aggressive to you and you respond with like just calm.
They don't know where to go.
They don't know fucking how to come back.
Because they're expecting to escalate.
Like, yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah. Sorry, mate. Like, you know, you can just de-escalate. Where some people they come back with anger. Next thing, fucking, it's all over.
I give him this. Ooh, calm down, Tiger. And that always fixes my kids. No,
I thought you were going to do the
pose
from the Karate Kid then. One of those.
I go, King, ooh. When he's got the shits with the truck, I'm like, ooh. I get all spiritual and shit. And then he goes, you're an effing idiot. That's swearing.
Who says that, Marshall?
No, King.
Oh.
No, Katie.
He's dropping the F-bombs at you already.
Jesus.
That's King. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't cross marshal. We just let him do what he has to do.
I can tell he's just run the muck out.
Don't look. He's got off.
Like there's people out there trying to work. It is.
Where's Gil? Tied up in the back room somewhere. Gil! Grant, you better go save Gil. Thumbs up again. We got him. Oh, here he is now.
Charging the phone. That's the problem with phone is.
Oh, phone's dead.
Ah.
That's why phone is charging now.
Oh, it's charging now? Problem solved.
You could fucking bring him here with a full charge on his phone. Like you couldn't think that far.
He was
ahead.
up me all the way in the car going, well, I had it last night in the truck because I was doing lives.
You need one of those. You can, from the survey, you can just buy one of those battery packs, like $20.
I do. It's sitting at home. They've both got battery packs. He walks around and the lead drags on the ground.
You didn't think that far ahead, eh?
Mate, it's
You
not
knew
my
he's
job to
coming
tell
here.
him to pack his battery pack.
He's 6.
It's not my job. Let me look at my job description. Does it say to tell a 6-year-old to bring his battery pack for his phone? No, it doesn't. He's got a charger in the car. He chose not to plug it in. And plus, he's sitting on Robux. And he has like 20 windows open at once. And then that's a 16. A brand new 16 that lasts him like about 2 hours.
Well, he's
Like,
always
dude, shut everything down. What are you doing? Get off Robux for a minute.
He's 6.
And he's got YouTube running. Dude, he's got everything running on that thing.
Remember, he's 6. All right, you got to give him direction.
He told me he was a creator,
He
a
sorted it
digital
out
creator. Yes.
Yeah.
He's influencer, is he?
Yeah. He
He's an
sorted it out
influencer
himself,
already.
though. Look. He had Gil charging his phone. What did I have to do?
He's sitting down now.
Yeah, exactly. He's got his phone. He's happy now. Father of the year.
But he did nothing.
Exactly. He learnt.
All right,
Another lesson.
another story.
All right.
Last one.
All right.
Do the fire one?
Yeah, okay. I'll do the fire one. This, again,
I want to know the fire one.
wasn't me doing anything violent. Again, like a lot of these stories are quite interesting, but most people don't hear about stuff like this. Same pub again, Melbourne Hotel, West End. Bad pub.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, oh, mate. Hey, listen,
like
I
every
could write
story's a Melbourne.
I could write a book just about that place.
Isn't that
What was
place?
the ethnicity of West End back then? It's Greek
Lot of-
now,
lot of-
isn't it? What is it?
It was partially Greek.
Yeah, it was
You've
partially,
got,
yeah, back then.
mate, back then, Indigenous, Greek, Yugoslav. God, what else can you? Different types of people religious people that were freak religious people.
Did they wear muumuus?
Greenies, they wore anything.
This
Ladies
the 80s?
getting around.
This is the 80s?
No, this is late 90s,
Late
2000s.
90s, okay.
Women that didn't shave their armpits type people, tree hugging people, all types.
So it's just everyone.
Trying to
It was
mix in.
everyone.
Yeah, and you've got a thing there where you've got
You shave your
a
armpit.
lot of social housing, and then at that time there was a lot of cheap housing there,
Yeah, it
mixed
was.
amongst a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
was. Yeah.
Okay.
expensive housing too.
Yeah,
and now it's different again. And
We used to
there
go to
was-
church in West End in the 80s.
Yeah.
Did you?
yeah, and
That
just
church on the left, where Grey Street goes off, there's that. Just back from where old mate got his hands blown off, with the cobber on the letterbox.
yeah,
That church on the corner back from there.
Bunny Pierce or something. His
Yeah.
name was. Yeah, I know where that that house is. Anyway, yeah, he went and opened up his letterbox and blew his hands. I think it blew his eyes out too, didn't it?
Yeah,
Got
it was
his-
pretty-
What was in there?
a bomb of some sort. Someone, but he had a checkered past. This bloke,
Okay.
Was it him or his wife? No.
It was either him or his. I'm not sure of those details. It happened before I was in that area,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
knew the story. Yeah. But
But it
anyway,
always had a cobra on the
Yeah, okay.
letterbox.
so the Melbourne Hotel was cleaning that up at the time, where it was a pub where I was deliberately hired to clean it up, not because of any ability. I had a brain for it.
He was like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
I could read the
In
play.
Black Dog.
Yeah, no, Dirty Dancing. He was like Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing.
Oh no, I can't dance. Got 2 left feet.
Grant liked that one. Thumbs up, Grant.
Anyway, so I was there a fair while before this incident happened, and bloke, I'll just call him Teddy, right? He got thrown out during the day for bashing his missus, right?
In the pub.
Yeah, in the public bar.
See, this shit doesn't happen anymore.
So the manager was on duty. I hadn't started work that day. They grabbed him by a backpack and swung him out the door. He didn't like it, as you wouldn't, but he had to go. Anyway, I turned up to work there that day about 1 o'clock or so, and was in there for a bit. This bloke, I've never had an argument with him or a crossword with him ever. I always got on pretty good with him. And next thing I see, he's leaning against the door, which fronts onto Browning Street, and he sort of he's leaning behind the door like that, with he leaning on his shoulder and sort of motioned me out with his head type thing. And I went over to him. I stepped out the door, myself and the manager, and I looked down there, mate. I was standing in petrol, in a pool of petrol, and he had. I can't stand up and do the actions in here, but he had a 1.5 litre bottle of Coke, empty of Coke, there, filled with unleaded fuel, and a 600 ml one filled with fuel behind his back. No lids on them, right? And as soon as we walked out, he's just, you can imagine how quick it comes out. He's just whoosh, like this with the fuel, whoosh, whoosh, with the fuel. Mate, I had that fuel, I had it running down my face and my mouth, all over my clothes, so as the manager. He took a couple of steps back, and I've realised what's going on, started to move back out of the way, and he's doused himself in fuel as well, this bloke. And I thought, mate, this is pretty full-on stuff. Next thing, he's got the lighter out. Now, this gentleman, I call him a gentleman, I've forgiven him now, you know. He couldn't talk properly. He had one of those, you know, those things that you hold and go,
Yeah.
fuck you, light you, wick you up. And I'm thinking, what have I done to you? And anyway, the lighter happened to be that drowned in fuel from him fucking around with the fuel. It wouldn't spark. A Bic lighter will not spark if it's doused in a liquid like fuel. It won't. It just won't work. That's the only thing that saved us that day. He was trying to set us on fire.
Yep.
Right. Anyway, just so happens, like people say, why didn't you just bash him? Well, it happened that quick. You can't. I was backing off trying to make sure I didn't get. I didn't realise the lighter at the time was malfunctioning.
Yep.
I was thinking he could wick me up.
Yeah.
I'm moving back. I got one manager chasing me with a fire extinguisher, right? A bloke chasing me with a lighter. You got to, and this is amongst people eating lunch on the next deck up, wondering what's going on. So happens that two coppers were walking past at the time, plainclothes coppers, come in. I don't know what happened.
Coming in for their free drinks.
Got him to give up the lighter, and they've put him on the ground and arrested him.
Shit.
Just by coincidence, Channel 9 have turned up. They've driven past and seen what's going on. Fire brigade turns on. So it's a big spectacle. Ambulance, fire brigade, the whole lot. They're spraying down the side of the building with foam and everything like that. Coppers have got this bloke. The news is there, filming me, covered in fuel, and the manager. Manager starts having a nervous breakdown over the other side of the beer garden on the ground like this. Had a full-on nervous breakdown.
Yeah, wow.
And anyway, I'm just standing there. I didn't even know. I went into shock type thing.
Yeah.
You know, you stand on the edge of your grave, mate. And anyway, they've taken him away, charged him 2 counts of attempted murder. And there's so much to this story that goes on. But I'm still thinking, what have I done wrong to this bloke? You know, like I've done nothing wrong to him. And at that stage, fire brigade took away my clothes and everything. And I got some other clothes upstairs, put it on, had to go down to the police station. Normally I don't make any statements, but I had to this time and just said what had happened and everything like that. And anyway, come back to the pub that night, and the pub was full of people there didn't like us very much for some reason. I don't know why. His cousins and whatnot, they were out for blood, and I couldn't handle that many people. And even if I put on the charm, I couldn't handle that many people. They got the tactical response group in with the dogs and everything and cleaned out the pub for us that night. And anyway, Teddy got charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, which was later dropped to a lesser charge. It was attempted grievous bodily harm with intent to maim with a flammable liquid or an explosive liquid was the charge, a fairly big charge.
Yep.
Didn't go to court for about 12 months. He got off. I didn't think he would, but he did. Got off on a point of law. What they call a point of law was that the judge looked at it and said, well, I don't think fuel's explosive in that sort of manner. It might be combustible, but it's not explosive. He got all that one word, got him off that charge.
Wow.
For 2 counts of attempted murder, got him off. And they said to me in the back, because we had to be locked out the back of the thing for our own protection in the court, and they said to me, if anything happens to that bloke in the next 10 years, we're going to come looking at you. And I went, oh, shit, haven't the tides changed? I said, I've done nothing wrong, basically been doused in fuel and the bloke's tried to light me up. And I'd never done anything to him. Now you're saying if anything happens to him, I'm going to be in trouble. And I couldn't believe it. But I've forgiven the bloke. If he was walked in here now and said, hey, I'd say, what did you do? Sit down and have a drink. Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
I've forgiven him, no hatred at all.
And that's how we heal.
Yeah, and but let me tell you, being doused in fuel, but we hear about like that Sheila got doused in fuel with her kids and got burnt. Mate, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, just being doused in fuel, that was 24 years ago, nearly 25 years ago, affects me to this day. You go to a service station, put fuel in, the smell, it's all it takes. You're looking around, wondering what's going on. If anyone plays with fire, fuel near a fire, I run, that sort of thing. You know, it affects you to me to this day.
Yeah,
but that's one of all the things that happened to me bouncing. I've been stabbed, I've been shot at, I've been run over, I've been bashed with baseball bats, you name it. Knocked out with a flying toilet.
That's a story for another.
Being doused in fuel, the thing that has affected me the most out of all of it, and I never got hurt, it just affected me up
Mentally.
here.
That's right.
And a horrible thing to happen.
What's the thought? Because if that just use, like
the
bang,
fire
you're
brigade
on
said to me there's enough fuel to create fatal injuries 3 times over on me, and the manager. Yeah, so terrible thing to happen. And but I think now, what's the point of hating the bloke for it? I just think it's done. I forgive him. I forgiven him.
Yeah, once you give people just let that stuff sort of go, it's easy to heal from.
But the funny part was, I'd been on the news a couple of times of different things over the years, and my mother and father were down in Melbourne at a business conference down there, and my mum's in the hotel room watching the Channel 9 news, and here I am on there, and she rang me, says, "What have you done this time?" Because I've been on there for all sorts of things. And she said, "What have you done this time?" I said, "No, I'm innocent. I've been doused in fuel. I'm the target. I'm the victim."
Yeah.
Oh, doused in fuel and everything like that. Yeah, it was on the national news.
Yeah.
A pretty bad thing. So, yeah. Anyway, but there's another
That was
story
back
for
when
you.
the people used to watch the news.
Yeah, that's it. I get mine from TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok and
Channel 9 News.
But next
Facebook.
time, flying toilet.
And cut.
Cut.